Welcome in, race fans. We are back on a Sunday afternoon here in Jeddah for Inters Racing League Tier 1, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's either centimetre perfect or did not finish around this track. Welcome in my co-commentator, the one and only Martin Brundle. Martin, it really is about keeping it clean with your competitors on track and keeping it out of the walls to give you and your team the best chance of collecting points. How are you today? And welcome into Sky Race Control, mate.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we are here in the darkness of Jeddah. I am, of course, Marty, be back in the hot seat here with my best mate, Bruce. If it's going to be a banger around the streets, millimetre perfect, you're absolutely right, man. This is almost as if sort of like Bahrain and Monaco had a baby. This is what it would look like. It's horrifically fast, and it is just temperamental if you get it wrong. It is 6.174 kilometres. That is the length, over 6 kilometres. 25 laps is the distance, 27 turns, 11 to the right and 16 to the left DRS zones. Well, I guess there's a few of them and they're damn long. It's down the main straight, of course, then after 17 going all the way down to turn 21, then of course 24 down to 27. This is going to be a track, bro, so if that's going to separate the men from the boys. Concentration will play key here. More balls than you can shake a stick at. Stake a stick at? Shake a stick at. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Oh, no doubt about it. The first car out on track is, of course, the beautiful Ferrari, the Scuderia Ferrari. Jerabot actually is reserving tonight after podium in Tier 3. He got a P3 in T3 in the Ferrari. A fantastic drive. I was following him for a bit. And very consistent out there. He had a cracking qualifying and just paid off sweating it out there around Jeddah. And so he's reserving tonight, replacing Broke Vegan, who is missing on a Sunday afternoon, unfortunately. But yeah, if he can just give Yusuf a bit of backing today, maybe a tow around quali, maybe just keeping a few of his rivals at bay out there in Tier 1. This is a big step up for Jerabot. So hopefully he can just keep it clean out there and, like I said, just back up his teammate and see a few more cars coming out, Marty. And we've got 18 out on grid at the moment. We are missing Kaio tonight, unfortunately. He was ticked into reserve, but just told me with a few minutes to go that he won't be racing. We were to have Wayno, the team principal of Aston Martin, in tonight, but he has, luckily for him, I say that, but Wayno would probably hold himself around here. Liquid Jake is number one driver in Tier 2. A few shouts for Jake to be moved up to Tier 1. We'll see how that pans out over the following weeks. But for now, Tier 2 driver in Aston Martin, Liquid Jake, will be reserving tonight for his team in Tier 1. Unfortunately, he was winning the Tier 2 race, but crashed out around here last night. And who else do we have? We have Pratham. Let's just have a look, make sure he's actually in the Alpha Tauri, but he is representing the Williams tonight, so I'll have to just jot that one down because, unfortunately, I did tell him he was in the Alpha Tauri, so if he's listening, he probably thinks he's doing the right thing, but there was a late change in the check-in, and I did switch him over to Williams, but if you didn't see that, that's all right. I will make sure those points count for Williams, not Alpha Tauri in Tier 1 there. So, Pratham, it's his first night representing in Inters here on Tier 1, so hopefully he can do a fantastic job out there. Good luck to him tonight. I think that's it for the reserves. We will be missing one car, so that will be the second Alpha Tauri, and we do have two Williams out there, I believe. Yes, checkered flag, of course, being signed to Ray, the new team principal at Williams. Scotty, his teammate at Williams, is missing tonight, of course. One of the best callers on online racing, but checkered flag, hopefully he can nab a bunch of points for his new team tonight out there, Marty.
Yeah, man, that is some great information as ever. I talk the garbage and you talk the good stuff. A 28.9 on the board for Jerabot in that Ferrari. It's not a bad banker. I think for these boys, if I'm honest, it's going to be low 27s. We might even see a 26 out there on the board, a high 26 at that. It might be a 26.8, 26.9, somewhere from the likes of probably Yusuf, Liquid Jake, maybe KLX is up there. Chilpill, we know he is very fast as well. And I'll tell you who deserves a good race is Toddy. Toddy in the Red Bull, we know behind the scenes at Red Bull there's been, it seems to be falling apart around the edges, but Chilpill is going to be a banger, and it's Toddy, the teammate. 11 and 14th, Mercy on an outlap, not Toddy. We can only hope that they will be able to do something good for the team, but Jerobot sitting P2 Suts. There we go. 20 straight to a low 27, bro. So for 27.1 from Suts. That is a banger for the Alpine. His teammate Extinct on an outlap at the moment. Got the fresh tyres on. Checkered flag, I have to say, is on the Inters. It does look very moist out there in Jeddah tonight. So, I mean, maybe the Inters are going to be a good choice. I wonder if he's going to get any grip out of those tyres and go forth and multiply with the only Inters on the field. Wicked Vicky got the mediums on the Alfa Romeo down on P16. He's still sitting in the pit lane, I think. No, sorry, he's not. He is on an outlap. A lot of cars on the track at the moment. Of course, as we know, there's about 18 sectors of this track with 169 corners. So there's plenty of time to warm up your tyres as you go around. So already in the 27 flats, we are Aussie going at 27.3. Man, those are some fast times. That's already beaten pole position from Tier 2 last night, which I think was a 27.3 maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
About that, eh? Yeah. And I think...
Shawnee. Sorry, your teammate's just gone at 27.1 in the McLaren there.
Oh, what a banger. I mean, I'm not biased, but if I was...
Oh, KLX with a 26.7 in the Mercedes.
Rat.
So he's just, he's just taken a good 2.5 tenths off that.
And used for the 26. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That is just next level.
Now,
I don't even have words for that.
So Chilpill did. He was on pole a few moments ago with a 127 flat, but yeah, about four tenths taken off that, something like that. Extinct Body looks like he may have. Yep, he's put it in the wall there, getting a tow by his teammate. So it looks like the two Alpines are in trouble there. We've got an AlphaTauri coming up behind them at the moment and a McLaren, but yeah, we did see Chilpill, of course, after the, you'll probably have a little bit of insight into this, Marty, but there was a appeal from Red Bull, which saw McLaren, of course, Webbsy lost an appeal there. It was a 5-second penalty, I believe, post-race, and saw Chilpill go up to P1. So you say Red Bull's struggling a little bit on track. Obviously, Boyd with that win for Chilpill, it's his second. It looks like Mertz's had to retire as well, pushing it through those S's there. But yeah, of course, Damo last night for Red Bull having the win around Jeddah. Fantastic drive there. It was really about just those who could last around the track. It was a little bit hairy out there at times, but no, Red Bull, of course, leading the championship. So yeah, a bit of controversy during the week with a few appeals here and there, but of course the universe always balances itself out in the right way, and here we are again racing in Tier 1, Marty, with another fantastic race ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it is very, very hard for the stewards behind the scenes. Of course, you'll never please everybody. And obviously, as the head steward, I oversee a lot of the things. And obviously, Webbsy, that's great, a fantastic lap of 26.8. It is very difficult to please everybody. And sometimes the ball swings your way and sometimes it doesn't. And a lot of the comments over the week, I know everybody thinks the stewards are just out to get everyone. We're just not. We're just not. All we see is incidents. We don't see we don't see teams. We don't see people. We just see incidents that need to be sorted out. So there's no bias at all. Just wanted to put that out there. So we just do the best that we can with what we have available to us, and we just want to give everybody the best virtual racing experience that we can, really. So I won't say any more about that, but just wanted to put that out there. Fantastic to see the McLaren P3 and P5. I'll tell you what, Webbsy, that's a banger. Webbsy 007. I don't know whether he put much practice in. What can you see?
I was just on board with Mercy in the Aston Martin. Liquid Jake was giving him a nice tow through there, and Mercy unfortunately rode the Tony Hawk rail, and that would have cost him. Yeah, would have cost him a fair bit. Yeah, that thing, I got caught on it once. It's a hell of a ride, but it's not what you want on an F1 car, that's for sure. So, yeah, look, I think he's going to pull out of that one and probably just save the battery and go again. Yeah, it looks like he's pulled out. So that's unfortunate for Mercy, but there's plenty of time left on the board to go again. And he's sitting pretty with a 127.2 at the moment, P7. So, yeah, that's not bad at all. And I reckon, where is he? In P6 for Alpine, a 127.1. If I remember correctly, this is one of Sutz's favourite tracks. I was his teammate last season at Oz F1, shout out to T8. Suts, yeah, looking really good. There's nothing separating P4 down to P6 where Suts is at the moment. So look for him to have a really strong showing tonight. Shawnee, of course, P5. The McLaren has had no luck at all around Inter's debut season. It's great to see him on grid again tonight. Of course, last weekend wasn't feeling so good, and yeah, bended early, and I don't think he was even able to race in Oz F1 following last weekend's race here at Inter's. So hopefully he's in a bit better form. He's feeling better tonight, and he can get a bunch of points. Back up his teammate Websy, who really is doing a fantastic job in Tier 1, currently sitting in P3 overall in the Tier 1 standings with 86 points. Not far off the pace at all. What would that? That'd be about 17 points off P1. Don't quote me on that, but he's not far off. And Chill Pill, of course, in P2 on 100 points. Just 3 off the pace. Yusuf P1 in the Ferrari, 103 points there in T1. So Roscoe as well, sneaky P4 at the moment, 69 points. And shout out to his teammate as well, Wicked Vicky, the 2 Alfa Romeo boys, looking very strong together, sitting second overall on the Tier 1 standings behind the Ferrari boys. So I'm sure their team principal, TMT legend, will be very happy to see such a strong early performance from Roscoe, one of your favourite drivers, we know that, and Wicked Vicky as well. Been fairly quiet this season, but very consistent, racking up those points for the team.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Roscoe arm. Of course, we do joke about it. He's got to keep his Roscoe legs inside the car and his tray table forward and seat in the upright position, and he's going to want to do that tonight more than ever. This is an unforgiving track, and in a funny way, you almost don't want to be at the front of the grid come DRS. Hello?
Shawnee just absolutely was drifting around 13. That was fantastic footage. Shawnee, if you can clip that for me and send it to me, Mertz will put a bit of music behind it, and yeah, that'll get the blood pumping. That was extraordinary. Good catch, man. Wow. Sorry, Marty. Sorry.
No, you're right. I was just thinking a bit of the old Eye of the Tiger music behind that or something, eh?
Yeah,
that'd be fantastic. 6 minutes left in the session. I think it's about time I butchered a hot lap because there's so many turns. What can you see now?
Chill Pill just went 26.5, fastest overall. So Chill Pill, he's in cracking form. Pretty sure he was, what was he? Maybe picked 6 overall in the draft. So he's really had an outstanding showing.
He did go early, yeah.
So who have you got your eye on, Marty, for a hot lap? Looks like Liquid Jake has he's gone red, so no good there. Have we got KLX? Oh, go on. KLX is coming around.
He's also gone red as well.
Oh, he's
no, hang on. Sorry. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, he's starting his hot lap. No, that's all right. We'll catch the next one.
We'll catch the next one? All right,
we'll catch the next one. What have we even got? No one's even on an out lap at the moment. Everyone's gone red. Liquid Jake's gone red. Let's just have a look across the board. Now, the Red Bull of Chill Pill here is obviously on an in-lap. Yusuf. It looks like Yusuf is on a hot lap just coming around the final turn. Turn number 86.
I'm not sure how you say that. Sorry, the Alpha Tauri's just gone P5, the debut tonight. Pratham, I think that's how you say his name. Pratham K 2002. He's just put in a 1:26.9, so he's actually representing Williams tonight. That's a cracking lap there.
Yeah, that's an absolute banger. Wicked Vicky's still yet to put a time on the board. Do we have any info on Wicked Vicky? He doesn't have a qualifying. No, I should know that. He doesn't have a ban or anything. It's weird that he hasn't gone out yet. I imagine he may have just gone AFK, away from keyboard.
Yeah,
that's the slang.
Quite possibly.
Not really any cars on the track. Mercy. What is Mercy doing?
Looks like
he's out of fuel
coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the boys will be. They will just be boxing and putting on a new set of shoes. I imagine KLX goes a 26.2. That is ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, what's he running?
That's ridiculously fast.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, KLX. After DNFing last weekend, unfortunately got caught up with with Websy. Sorry, Mercy, didn't mean to throw you under the bus there. Yeah, KLX. So he has fallen off the pace. He's sitting on 62 points currently in P5 in the Tier 1 standings. So, yeah, he needs some good points tonight. He needs a podium. We know he definitely wants his championship. Yusuf is, you wouldn't say skipping away, but yeah, he's got a nice little lead there on KLX. What do you see, Marty?
I'm just seeing Pratham. I thought he got blocked there by a Ferrari, but he was actually on an in-lap because I can see his fuel is flashing. He must be out of fuel. 1 lap soft. So 26.9. That's a fantastic showing from the new bloke. And AlphaTauri up in... that's Williams, isn't he? Williams up in P5 there from Pratham 2002. Hopefully we're saying that right, mate. If you're listening, so sorry if we've got that wrong. But hopefully that's how we say the name there. So... I think Websy is on an outlap. He will be the first car on an outlap. Just over 2.5 minutes, about 2:40 and change left in the session. This will be the final turn for the drivers to try and get their good times on the board. Track Evolution is going to play a big part in this as well. A 26.899, basically 26.9 for Websy in the McLaren. We might even sit with Websy for a hot lap late in the session.
Look, I was going to say, Marty, you know, being your teammate and everything, and, you know, how about a consolation prize for having that win taken off him? You give him one of Marty B's hot laps, one of your best ever, mate.
Oh, sure, man, I'm just going to absolutely butcher this. There's so many sectors and turns. All right.
This is it. Let's give it a crack.
All right. Well, we'll give it a go. So, as ever, it is time, of course, to buckle up and neck up your Pelicans down the main straight. It is 27 turns. I'll try and get them right as we go. So Websy in the McLaren down towards turn 1. I'm going to have to look at my track map as we go hard on the brakes. You can ride the curb. He does ride the curb. Watch out for the sausage though. Turn it, get the rotation on the power nice and quick there. You can ride all over that curb as well if you want. This is such a tricky corner here. This is the right-hander of 4 going through into 5. You can touch the curb if you like. It's just a wee bit sketchy. Now the double left-hander as well coming through into turn number 8. The right-hander, that's the Tony Hawk skateboarding curb. If you dare to go out wide as well, this used to be a DRS zone, it's not anymore. Is he going to get a slipstream? No, he's not. Around the outside, this is going to be turn number 13. This is a 16-degree camber turn. I think it's 16 degrees, but you can just get on the power so early and right out to the wall. The Rolex wall there beautifully in the McLaren. What an absolute banger, ringing the neck out of that thing. This is also a tricky corner if you can make it work, just missing the apex there a little bit. This is the DRS zone. This is where all the passes are going to take place. He gets a little bit of a slipstream as well, and you can go on these curbs, flick the wing open. Let's go full throttle over 300 kilometers an hour. This is the quick left-hander of 22, I think it is, 22, 23, 24, as you go around the big sweeping 25 as well. The car gets out of the way. It's a busy track here in the walls of Jeddah. Beautifully purple on the right-hand side there under the Aramco sign into 27, the final turn. Get the car turned, missing the apex a wee bit. It gets the rotation on the power nice and early. 25% battery left as he goes through into the DRS zone, past the pit lane entry there, over the line. What is it going to be? It's going to be a P3, 26.4 for Websy. That's not a bad lap. That was a banger. Gosh, I struggled to keep up with those turns, but there you go. That is a hot lap with Marty B and Websy 007 in the McLaren.
Nice one, Marty. Yeah, great job, mate. Well done to Websy too. Yep, top lap there. Just couldn't get the P1 he wanted, but sitting in P3, it's not a bad position to be in there at Jeddah, of course. So we'll see what he can pull out with that one. Hopefully, for his sake, no one will jump in ahead of him there. But I think we've just had a AlphaTauri come across the line to start his lap. So I think that might be Pratham, obviously representing the Williams there. So who's going to be the couple of cars coming around? May have a Red Bull.
I think Pratham's actually, he's gone checkered flag. So we've got, who do we even have on a lap still? I don't think anyone's on a lap.
Oh, the Haas. I think we've got a couple of Haas's coming around to finish.
Luke might be on a lap.
Looks like Luke.
Down the main straight, yep. Is that Luke Fellow?
Yeah, he's finishing. No, that's not Luke Fellow. That's Ported Celery from Oz F1. Yeah, P6
okay.
for the 127 flat. That's a great
P7.
lap, Luke. Well done.
That's fantastic.
Yep, so who's just gone behind him there? The McLaren of Shawnee, did he? Just a 126.6. I may have just missed that over the line, but we've got an Alpine, I think, just crossed the line there. Suts, a 126.9. Fantastic there from Sutsy.
Or Liquid Jake 26.8.
Levette Romeo's Roscoe Arm 27.2. We've got a Ferrari, I think, coming around next. That might be Yusuf. It is Yusuf at 26.4. So he'll stay P2 for now.
Oh, crikey, this is going to be a banger. Now look at the names at the top. KLX, Yusuf, Websy, Chillpill, Shawnee, Liquid Jake. It's Toddy P10 and the other Red Bull Roscoe Arm, of course, P11 with the 27.2. That's still quicker than pole was last night. So there is nothing to be worried about with those laps, boys. They are some bangers. Sitting on with the Ferrari of Yusuf at the moment. Oh, beautiful view that is through the halo. Oof, I love it. All right, I'm just going to run through these results. Suts gets a 5 position. Not sure what that was for. Let's have a look at the race.
No, I haven't seen that either.
Incidents.
That's all right.
Can we see? No, we can't see. Collision with extinct body. Oh, of course, where he ran into his teammate. That's what happened there. So he's got a 5 position drop there. So Calix, Yusuf, Websy, Chilpil and Shawnee top 5. Then Liquid Jake, Suts, Pratham, Luke, It's Toddy, Roscoe, Mercy, Aussie, Just Secret, Wicked Vicky, Jerobot down there in P16, Mertz Extinct and Checkered Flag. The DNFs, including Mercy there as well. So everybody had a few runs. There's a few cars out there that have got another set of softs as well. A few cars, the top 4, actually using 3 sets just to make sure they get up towards the sharp end of the stick. But she's all to play for. I'll tell you what, I don't know whether first is the place to be, because once DRS comes into play, even if you P5, bros, if it's not going to matter, the DRS is just going to be so powerful with these cars running lower downforce. They are going to be cleaning each other up. So, I mean, the crowd, look at the crowd. They're up there. They're having a good time. Are they on the roof? That seems like a health and safety hazard. They look like they're on the roof.
Yeah.
And they basically all look related. They all look very much the same. And in unison, they've obviously been practicing for this weekend prior to turning up at the track. So that is fantastic. I'd love to see them do a Mexican wave, but I don't think Codemasters has got that in them. Beautiful view down the pit lane there, DHL. So, yeah.
Marty, you'd be a brave man to throw on the softs to begin this race. I don't anticipate seeing any drivers. It's probably a medium to hard. More often than not, Australia, you will see a couple of guys come from the back, hard to medium. Those guys at DNF through quali, it's not such a bad thing to be starting from the back of the field, especially if it's just carnage up at the front to begin with. If you can just weave your way through, pick up a few positions and just get into rhythm early. Top 10 finish or even high as possible. We saw Tetris come through the field on Friday night from, I think it was P17 or 16. I think he got up into P10 at the end there. Had a bit of trouble getting through the field, but could have finished a lot higher. Marty, we've got 5 lights. Take it away.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So it is 5 lights, and we are going to go green in a second. They ghost for a split second. Thanks, Codemasters. A beautiful getaway from Yusuf, I think, up there at the front. The McLaren of Websy on the outside. Down to turn 1. He breaks very, very late as well, but he does let Yusuf go. There is a Red Bull on the inside. That is Chilpill. We're going to have a look over the rear wing. The other McLaren of Shawnee battling with It's Toddy. Liquid Jake picks up a position there, but the top 3, top 4, top 5 have stayed relatively close together there. A little bit of a moment from Websy, from Shawnee as well, coming through the first part of the sector, but they have gone Indian file relatively well. The 2 McLarens doing well. Liquid Jake, Yusuf Goat sitting in P2. KLX, I'll tell you what, he's running away. Let's just have a look on board. Yusuf KLX has just already got a 5 tenths gap on the field, if you like. Thank you very much. He says he's going to try and get away from Yusuf, because I'll tell you what, that Ferrari's going to be hunting him down. There's been an issue. There's been an issue back there. That's Shawnee.
13. Yep, lost a bit of traction there. Just the tyres not really warm enough. Shawnee lost a few positions. He's down 6 positions, unfortunately. So just tucking in behind the AlphaTauri, but he's fighting the AlphaTauri as they come up towards 22.
Glitching and lagging. Oh, that is some scary stuff. Oh, someone's out.
Oh, we've got
Who's that?
A virtual.
No,
I don't know if
virtual
someone's
safety
out.
car. No, I'm not sure what happened there. I think Extinct Body lost a few positions. Let's just jump to the front of the field. I'm going to bring up
maybe Roscoe. I mean, Roscoe's lost 6 and is missing a front wing, so I'd imagine that's why they've put out the virtual safety car. So you'll have to come in nice and quickly, probably throw on the hards. Let's have a look what Roscoe's on.
Roscoe's on the hards.
So that's,
that's going
to hurt.
I know you said nobody would be on the soft, but Liquid Jake has strapped on some soft. Yep.
Oh no, they're faking. Yep,
Who's that? That might be Durabot. Oh no, that is Roscoe.
Yeah, Roscoe's come in, so...
Box.
I tell you
what, it wasn't bad.
He'll be sweating it up. pretty profusely, I'd imagine, on the Tier 1 grid, sitting there in the Ferrari P17 at the moment. As I said, podium on Friday night, but this is a massive step up, so hopefully he can just hold his own out there and keep that car in one piece.
Yep, and that's all it's about. I was talking to Battlecat last night, and he said any race at Jeddah that he finishes, that's a win. And he's not wrong. It is just death out there sometimes if you get it wrong. Even going 2 or 3 cars wide into a corner is just so sketchy. It shouldn't be a thing. So back into racing conditions we go.
Oh, and I was actually sorry, Marty.
You're right.
I was listening to, I think it was Alex Albon talking after the Grand Prix. I won't ruin any results for people who haven't heard, but Alex was talking about the layout of this track and some of the new ones, just saying some of the like the kinks and some of the corners are quite dangerous, and like you said, if you're trying to race through there with a couple of cars, it's it's just, you're looking for carnage really.
Yeah, I think it's so blind. You just can't. You've got no idea what's coming up, and you're doing a hell of a clip when you're doing 340 kilometers an hour or something. Like unfortunately last night I killed Sam because he just had no idea that I was sideways on the track. And it's just so dangerous. They're so blind.
I tell you what, KLX out of turn 2 was just absolutely hugging the wall. Precision there. You've got Yusuf defending from Chill, who was coming down the home straight in P3 in the Red Bull, looking to just maybe push the Ferrari into a bit of trouble there, but Yusuf defending nicely and staying right on the back of KLX. So it's the usual suspects at front. Marty, you've got KLX in the Merc, Yusuf in the Ferrari, Chilpill, of course, last week's winner, Websy, last week's winner on track, but with that 5-second penalty moved to P2, but he's hot on the heels of Chilpill. Then you've got Liquid Jake in the Aston Martin. Would have probably run away with the Tier 2 win yesterday, but holding his very own nicely in P5 at the moment. We've got another yellow flag in Sector 2. Looks like in the Alpha Tauri. Mertz might be having a bit of trouble there in P18, and he's lost the front wing.
Oh, yes, he has. Oh, he is just being very, very careful. That is turn 13, I think it is. That banked left-hander. So he's just got it all wrong coming out through there, unfortunately. That thing will be diabolical to handle all the way back to the pits, but I imagine he will sort it out. Roscoe Arms sitting well back. Unfortunately, P19 for Roscoe. 1 lap meds, so he did box. There was an issue at the start. I think he had some contact. I can't remember who it was with.
Yeah.
But there was some contact there.
I don't think we saw who it was with.
No.
Yeah, he was missing his front wing. Yep, as with Mertz. And we saw Websy. We saw Shawnee, lap 1, actually get a bit loose around turn 13 as well. So a couple of early, I wouldn't say casualties, but yeah, a couple of early just mistakes there from the drivers, and that's going to hurt Mertz. He'll come into pit, put on a new wing. Let's see what kind of tyres he had on there, Marty. Yeah,
Liquid Jake I see is boxing as well, making the most of the virtual safety car. He is strapped on some meds, so Mertz is coming in for a new front wing. That's no doubt. But as Just Secret gets us speeding under VSC, that is unfortunate. But it is what it is. So Mertz is going hards, which I don't think is a bad choice. He might wait for a sort of a late halfway to 3/4 race safety car if he can, and hope to strap on a new set of meds or maybe even softs, depends when it is. So we're back under racing conditions again. The cars are pretty close together. I mean, Websy is just right on the back. Chilpill is right on the back of Yusuf. And it is DRS, flick it open. How's your father? He is going to be pulling off the throttle, actually, just in case he rear-ended with Yusuf. So KLX is going to be under all sorts of pressure here. We've got a beautiful view on board the Chilpill Red Bull of the Ferrari in front and KLX down towards turn number 27. This is 24, 25, and 26 through there under Aramco, now 27. And I'll tell you what, if you look at Chilpill's battery, he has got a ton on board. A little bit of a nudge there for Yusuf in front. Just gives him a wee bit of a kiss on the bum and says, hey man, I'm here, let's go. Can you speed it up a wee bit?
Oh, will Chilpill have a look? He's on the outside of KLX at the moment, but thinks better of it. Just tucks in behind the Mercedes there, so Yusuf up into P1 in the Ferrari. He'll be feeling nice and comfortable there, of course, leading the championship at the moment and had a very good start to this season. KLX hot on the heels. He will definitely need a podium today just to keep up in contention with the front runners at the moment, falling a little bit off the pace in terms of points overall. Chill Pill absolutely chasing down the championship, so had an outstanding start. Websy as well in P4 at the moment, so as I said earlier, it's the usual, guys. The cream rises to the top here. Luke up into P6, you've got to say, in the Haas. He's having a fantastic start to the season as well. Doesn't really fancy himself in the Tier 1 against the likes of some of these boys, but as you can see here, holding himself very nicely. He's just off that DRS pace at the moment, falling behind Toddy, who's actually... He's up a fair few positions. Let's have a look here.
He's up 4. Yeah, I was just sitting with that. Toddy's up 4. Luke's up 2. Mercy's up 4. As we see, Mercy does get done by Shawnee in the McLaren, but that's okay. You can always just take someone back. DRS, on this track, you don't want to be at the front. You almost want to just be sitting in behind, just flicking that rear wing open, saving a bit of ERS, making the move when it counts the most. So that's what these guys are going to be doing. And I think the top 5 are going to be sitting relatively pretty at this stage, while the next ones behind them start battling it out. There is a wee bit of a gap now. Shawnee behind 1.6 in the McLaren. Behind it's Toddy. Yusuf goes quick time. It's Toddy goes quick time with a 30.8. He is picking up the pace. He wants to get past Websy.
Sorry, mate, sorry. I'd imagine Shawnee's burning there because Shawnee just took Luke coming into the final turn, but Luke was coming very hard back down the home straight, coming into turn 1, but Shawnee... He was coming very hard. And didn't quite get the move pulled off there, but you know, he'll find another dance partner later on. But Shawnee looking very strong, you've got to say, in the McLaren. That was 2 overtakes there in the second half of that lap 5 there, Martin. Very nice. Yeah,
absolutely. Luke gets a wee bit squiggly there, just coming through that sequence of corners. Going to get swallowed up by Mercy as well. We're looking over the rear wing of the McLaren of Shawnee, who's down 1 from where he started, qualified P5. It's Toddy has made the move past him as well, and Shawnee seems to be dropping back a wee bit. It was about 1.5, now it's 1.6, but he's...
Toddy!
Oh my goodness, Toddy's
around! No, he's not out. He's just around. He's in the wall. Yeah, he's in the wall, so it must have been off the exit. It looked like Wicked Vicky may have just collected him.
It was on the
maybe
exit of 17, maybe? Yeah.
Around
the
there.
Damage. Oh, could be damage. Who's in front? Checkered flag. As Websy. I'll tell you what, Websy, what is happening here?
I tell you
what. Luke is... What is going on here? There is some... Man, I'll tell you what, Shawnee is... He's lagging a wee bit all over the place, but that's okay. We can live with that as he gets done again. So these guys are just going back and forth, and back and forth. There's Haas and Aston Martin of Mercy has a look down the outside and makes the move stick on Shawnee as well. So Mercy up into P5. Websy is next on the hit list for Mercy. So these guys are still relatively close together. Mercy is flying.
I was tracking Mercy. We've got another yellow flag here in Sector 2. It looks like Aussie 2K Go is out. So Aussie, nice and early, is absolutely out of this race. And where did he? It must have been turn 1 and 2.
Oh, it's that weird one there. No, it is turn number 4 and 5. Yeah. 4 and 5.
No.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe, yep,
I think so.
So.
But no safety car.
Man. Jeez, I think that's a double DNF, isn't it? For
Aussie?
It was last week, I'm pretty sure, for Mercedes. I think, it was Aussie and KLX last weekend, a double DNF. So that's the last thing that Mercedes needed. They've really had a tough round. They went from, I think they've fallen about 4 positions in the overall standings after last weekend, Marty. So that was the last thing that their team principal needed there. Interesting to get a bit of insight. But moving on, we see checkered flag in the Williams for the first time driving as a full-time driver for that team today. He's up 8 positions. What do you see,
Webbsy's just absolutely sent it into the rear of Chillpill.
Chillpill.
Oh, Chillpill, yeah. That's on the final. That is turn number 27. Websy has just gone so late down the inside and absolutely sent it into... And now Websy is boxing because he's probably got wing damage. That is no surprise. Yeah. That was Onstra. That was such a massive send. Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Let's open the door for Mercy straight into P3, and he'll be absolutely licking his lips with that. And, Mercy and Shawnee. Yep. Luke as well following into P5. And, unfortunate for Chillpill and Websy there. Yeah, you got to say.
Yeah, what happened to Chillpill? Did he
P7, so
he didn't box. I wonder whether he's got rear wing damage, to be honest. Let's just have a look on board the Chilpill car, the Chilpill Red Bull, and see how he gets on the power. It seems to be okay, but that can't be good. Oh no, maybe no rear wing damage. He might be okay. The car seems to be still relatively on rails, so that's okay. We'll keep an eye on that as we go.
Yeah.
That was just absolutely... That was heroics into Santavot if I've ever seen it. Very, very late on the brakes, but it is what it is.
Yep. Oh, Suts on the outside, inside. Oh, of Luke. Little bit of a squeeze there, but Suts had a good run with the DRS, and Luke really had no choice but to let him go there. Pushing up on Mercy, Shawnee up on the inside, going to turn 2750. Fantastic. Let's have a look. I'll open up the rear wing. So Shawnee, Mercy should be easy pickings, but you'd imagine he's burning here to try and hold off these cars. He does a great job there. Great straight line speed from the Aston Martin. Holds P3, Marty, as they turn out of turn 2 there.
Yeah, he's just... I don't know whether he was burning or not. Well, Shawnee's burning now. He's really trying to get up on the rear of Mercy if he can. That's where the incident was just before. That was turn number 4 and 5. Now we go through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and all the way down to 13. And it sounds like I'm joking, but that's not a joke. That is how these corners work. There's so many of them that we struggle to keep up. So we're going to keep an eye on this fight for... basically, it's a fight for P3, isn't it? All the way down to... crikey, down to P8. Basically P3 to P8.
Yeah.
P9, sorry.
Yep.
No, P8. They're all fighting for P3.
Oh, you're right, P8.
Yeah. Could be anybody's game.
So how many... I think it's got to be Mercy who's gone up the most. Yeah, he's up 8 positions, but checkered flag's up 9. So, excuse me, checkered flag up to P10 at the moment, having a great race for Williams. Yeah,
Chilpill sitting P7, so still got a lot of pace in that car. I don't think he boxed. I imagine he didn't get any damage from that. He can't have. So next up the road is Luke.
Sorry. He hasn't lost any pace there. Suts get the move done there on Shawnee, but Shawnee's fighting back. He's just going to have to follow back in behind the Alpine there. But yeah, I was going to say Chilpill, the only pace he was losing after that incident was just falling at a DRS range. But with these guys scrapping up ahead, P7 Chilpill has caught back up and looks like he's lost no pace in that car, Marty. You're right.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's still got all of the Weet-Bix that he started the day with.
Flag.
It is a yellow flag. Who was that? That is it, Alpha.
Vicky's in the pit, as is Toddy.
That is a safety car. Who's that? Someone's out.
Mertz is out.
Mertz is out.
Mertz is out. So we've lost both. Well, we've only had one AlphaTauri. And so AlphaTauri both out in Tier 1. That's unfortunate because P8 is AlphaTauri. They're telling me, but he's actually driving for Williams today, so that's unfortunate. Mertz, just saw the DNF pop up. Run us through what would have been a pretty miserable 10 laps out there for you, mate.
Look, some questionable driving through turn 1, had that all clipped, just lagging all over the shop and people colliding, and all of a sudden my Thrustmaster wheel doesn't want to give me force feedback. So, yeah, it's all clips. Honestly, week in, week out, I think I've had 3 DNFs in a row now. So I won't be surprised if I won't be racing in future.
Oh, it's a bit of an early call, mate. Everyone knows you got the pace. Unfortunate things happen. Just ask Toddy. He's sitting actually behind you on the standings and has raced more than you in Tier 1 this season. So you're not the worst out there with hard luck, that's for sure. Keep your chin up, mate, and we'll see you out there next weekend, mates. All right, Marty.
Oof, that's
a sore driver. Yep. He's not happy.
No, but nonetheless, we appreciate him getting getting in the chat and telling us what happened. So, and it looks like box for everybody.
Yeah, they're all coming in. Emotions are high when you DNF early on after doing practice throughout the week. It's the last thing you want to happen. And of course, if you listen to a few incident reports, you'll hear, people like me cursing everyone under the stars, and it's nothing personal. You just got to let your emotions out, and you get on with it. It's just racing. It's just here to have a bit of fun.
That's right. Yeah, and I think sometimes we forget why we play this game. We do play it for fun. It is a virtual game. It doesn't really matter. We just go out and we just want to have fun with the boys and get in a party chat and talk some garbage and make some overtakes.
Have a few laughs.
Have a few laughs, yeah. So
that's some podiums on the way. Maybe a chip here and there.
Yeah, if you can. Of course, you were the Season 2... No, Tier 2 champion Season 3? 2, 4, 3.
Me?
Yes, you.
Season 2 it was, yeah.
Was Season 2, and of course
that
came down to details, man. That was nerve-wracking. Came down to, I think, from memory, it was down to most P5s.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we had to come back down to the most P5s. It was with Brados. Shout out to Brados. I'm pretty sure he's at Oz F1 back racing and doing a really good job. So, yeah, that was a while ago now, Marty. I've gotten slower and worse since then. So,
we've all gotten slower and uglier and just worse in general, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's what it is. Sitting pretty. Mercy on the mids. He's going to be quick at the start. It is 14 laps on the mids. They should be able to do that distance. The hards will probably come into play around about lap 20, 21, 22, somewhere where they will have better life than the mids. But in the meantime, Mercy's going to be pressing the button as much as he can. Liquid Jake sitting 7 lap mids. He probably should have made the most of that safety car and boxed as well. Not doing the showing that we kind of thought he would. In Tier 1, but maybe this just isn't one of his tracks. I don't know anybody that really excels at this track all the time and does well, but it is what it is. It is Jeddah.
Liquid Jake, he was up in the top end of the field earlier, and with the first safety car, I'm pretty sure it's when he chose to box. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head, and that's why he's got those kind of 7-lap old mediums there. It
was the second virtual safety car where he boxed.
The virtual, okay. That
second
was
virtual,
he tried to take advantage of it, and the safety cars just caught him out a little bit there. But he is boxing. He's getting off those tyres. He knows to get off. So, I wonder if Wayno's in his ear.
He's got to go soft, doesn't he? Let's just jump on board with Liquid Jake. He's got to go soft. What have they got? No, they've got some mids ready for him. Yeah, I mean...
Best at the end.
Yeah. Kind of makes sense, I suppose. Fresh mids. By the time the safety car comes in, it'll be... when he should catch up to the back of the field and end up with some pretty warm tyres, I imagine. Out of the pit exit he goes now through turn 1 and 2. The field's bunched up. Yeah, Roscoe as well. Yeah, I mean, lucky for Roscoe. This has pulled him back into the game.
Well, Roscoe's only lost, I think, 2 positions just doing that, and I think he's going to gain a lot more from having on those fresh tyres. Look, I mean, it's only 1 or 2 laps ahead of the rest of the field, but, sometimes that does make the difference between a couple of positions at the end of the race.
Yeah, it really does. Fresh tyres are key. You see the esports drivers, they make the most of every virtual safety car, every stoppage. They are boxing for a new set of tyres, and it's just so overpowered, a new set of shoes. Even if you're going against someone with 5-lap mids and you've got fresh mids, it's just such a massive advantage. So I don't blame those rear guys for... Yeah. So everybody on 1 or 2 lap tyres at this stage.
As the kids would say, Frosty OP.
Frosty OP? Yeah.
Overpowered, yeah, you said overpowered.
I did, but I thought people wouldn't know what OP means.
No. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, this day and age. No, Frosty was having a laugh at us old men earlier, so I was just having a shout out to Frosty.
Shout out to Frosty. You can laugh at us old spastics if you like, mate. We're used to it. We've got thick skin. Right, well, on with the show. It is safety car in this lap. Let's go up the front. I'll tell you who I'm going to sit with, Broseph, is Mercy. So as Bert Marlander peels off into the pit lane.
I prefer you to sit KLX, so he gets the right start away and we have the footage.
Stream. We can do that. We can sit with KLX. Let's just jump on board, and it is green. He is gone. What a jump on Yusuf. He gets over the rear wing. Patronus. Let's see how we go into turn number 1. That's a heck of a start. 3.5 tenths as we sit. Mercy's going to try and have a look down the inside as well, but not a bad go as Yusuf all over that curb.
They're scrapping a bit further down, Marty. Extinct Body on the outside of Wicked Vicky, who's going to lose 2 positions.
There's a bit of contact.
He's just given him a little kiss there, but he's let him join back into the field. Yep, all good.
Yeah, I wonder if there was some damage there as well for the front of the Wicked Vicky Alfa Romeo. Sparks flying on Extinct's Alpine in front. Is they going to go 2 wide? Are they going to go 3 wide? We have got a front row seat for turn 13 for going 2 wide. Nearly 3 wide. A bit of a rear lock up there as well for the Alpine of Extinct down the inside. Who is that? That is the Red Bull of Toddy, muscling his way through. Absolutely elbows out. He's taking a page out of Marty B's book and getting his elbows out. And they are still going to sort themselves out into single file through the twisting turns as well. Let's go. That was turn 16, 17, 18, I think, down the back straight as well to turn... I'm going to go 22.
It's massive! It's massive!
That is a Red Bull. That's Toddy.
It was checkered flag. It was just secret. I think it was Websy, Vicky. That was massive. I'm surprised we didn't get any DNFs out of that, but there was a massive crash, Marty.
We've got a safety car. Bert Mylander has not even finished his cup of tea. He's out again.
So, I think I was on board with Secret, and he was just coming through what turns... Oh, geez, it's got to be turns 19, 20, coming up to 21, 22, and there was 3 cars, so Websy, Roscoe, Luke... just 3 of them going in. It was 3 wide, and all I saw was just carbon fibre and wheels sideways, and Just Secret pulled up, and yeah, he didn't get out of there clean, I don't think. He's in there to pit as well, and he just tried to get through the carnage that was just flying everywhere around him. Looked like just a massive pile-up. It was quite a scene.
Yeah, it was just like tipping out a box of Lego, wasn't it? It was just strewn everywhere. Not good for those guys. So we've got 4 cars in the pit. Secret, Websy, checkered flag, and It's Toddy. Another unfortunate showing for It's Toddy, who just gets caught up. Websy's gone for the soft.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a good choice.
Toddy.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Toddy. Man, heart goes out to him, eh?
Tell you what, you gotta look at Mercy here, sitting in P3. Of course, Mercy was the champion of Tier 2 last season.
Yes.
Was actually not Mercy. It was. Oh, it was.
Yeah,
It would have been
was.
Yusuf,
Yep.
But yeah, Mercy. Yeah, Mercy absolutely held you off, didn't he, Marty? Yep.
He sure did.
Of course. Mercy's got that fabulous profile pic of Lando Norris, the poster for winning the championship. It was an absolute beauty, that one. So Mercy, can he collect his first podium for Tier 1? He's got Suts behind him. I reckon Chillpill might be odds on to maybe claim that podium at this stage, but I don't know. Mercy's a hell of a driver. What do you reckon, Marty? You reckon he can hold on?
I mean, the mids are going to be faster. This is going to be saving those mids as well. They're 3 laps, but really he's only done one, like half a racing lap, to be honest. So that's still going to be very, very quick. The hards, if these guys can get a bit of temperature into them, they're going to be good. Websy's going to be on the bullet train from P15 on those soft. I tell you what, Jerobot in the Ferrari P11 on the 4-lap hards, not doing too bad for himself, stepping up into Tier 1, so it's not bad.
No, you're right. I was on board with Jerobot just maybe a lap and a half ago, and he was, being a little bit conservative, as you would, stepping up from Tier 3, just letting a few of the cars pass. But he took advantage of that accident and all those cars boxing, and yeah, as you said, finds himself in P11 and sitting nicely. If he can collect some points, I'm sure his team principal will be happy. If you don't, just have a look inside the top 7. You've got 2 Alpines. They've been struggling in Tier 1 this season, so I'm sure their team principal Buster will be happy to see Sutsy up in P4. That'll be his best showing of the season if he can finish anywhere around there. And Extinct Body as well, who we know was Mr. Consistent last season, most improved driver in Tier 1. And that was the most savage field last season we've ever had in Tier 1, with the likes of Prince, absolute alien. So Extinct Body, I'm sure he'll be really happy to see himself up in the top 7 with just under 10 laps to go here, Marty.
10 laps more of Jeddah is everybody's worst nightmare, I suppose, really. Any laps around Jeddah are it's just diabolical. And, there's been enough of them now. We can say safety cars do, in fact, breed safety cars. So these guys have just got to be a bit careful out there. It's going to be a hard week in the stewards room. I said there's not too many reports across the channels for the other tiers, so it's not too bad. Of course, myself getting caught up in one last night, unfortunate moment there with Maddie, and then of course when I killed Sam. But like Battlecat says, if you haven't killed Sam in your life, then are you really living? So it's just one of those things that happens. Shout out to you, Sammy. Poor Sam. Yeah, wrong place, wrong time.
All these, yeah, man. Yeah, always the wrong place, wrong time for Sammy. So hopefully one of these days he'll, he'll get enough points to finish. Where he'll be really happy at the end of the season.
Yeah. I mean, he's quick.
Points and not many DNFs. Oh, yeah, he's rapid.
He's so rapid.
Great bloke too. Yeah,
fantastic bloke.
We want him to succeed. Yeah, for sure. He does live his racing life on the knife edge. You've got to say though, like he's absolutely centre.
On the
if
limit.
There's a gap, he's going for it, man.
Yeah.
Sammy centre.
Yeah. All right, let's sit with Calix on the restart. He is half throttle. He is holding it first gear. It is going to be full revs first gear. He's going to hang on to it all the way until the line, and he is off and underway. Another good jump again on Yusuf, as we would expect from the front runner of Calix in the Mercedes. And
Shawnee chill pill. No, he's thinking better of it. Sorry, Shawnee had a good look there. It was the closest car.
Look over the rear wing of the McLaren. He's got
Jerabot's copping a bit.
It's Toddy in secret having a scrap at the back as well. Checkered flag on those softs. The big moment there as well. The Williams in front of checkered flag has a big scratch of his face and just almost ends under the car round.
Bit of contact.
That's Pratham. Yeah, Pratham on the meds.
It's unfortunate. Yep. He saw the Williams go past there and was just trying to keep the pressure on the back of checkered flag there. Looked like maybe a little bit of contact and Pratham went round, so that's unfortunate. Reminds me of Friday night last lap, Marty. I had a shocker, but we press on.
We do press on.
I tell you what, Webbsy absolutely on the gearbox of the Haas. Luke at the moment in P11, so Webbsy really trying to move through the field here. A little bit further up, it looks like Roscoe's got some pressure on his teammate up in P4 on a little bit faster tyres there. So interesting to see how team dynamics will play out with the Alfa Romeo boys here.
Yeah, just on board with Webbsy 007 in the McLaren. He is on the hunt for Luke and Liquid Jake. As it's Toddy, I tell you what, Toddy's got a banger as well. He's just gone past the Haas of Secret, who are touching and banging. There is some contact there. This is going to go all wrong, as Jerabot says, thank you very much. Through goes Hamilton. What a moment that was for Jerabot. We saw that on the stream. He is going to be absolutely okay with that. Mercy, I tell you what though, Mercy pops up into P2. He's on the hunt for KLX now on those fresh-ish mids.
Mercy.
Go, Mercy, go.
Those mediums, Mercy.
Absolutely.
Mediums. Beautiful job.
Oh, man, it is all to play for here at the front. So where is Webbsy? Webbsy's P11 at the moment on those softs. They are fresh as a daisy. Lap 17 out of 25. We've got 8 to go after this one. And that car is on rails. There's another yellow flag. Someone's out. Sutz is out.
Sutz is out.
Oh, he's absolutely binned it. Absolutely binned it, but...
Hawk. Yeah, it was around the Tony Hawk grinding area.
Down the inside goes Webbsy on the Haas.
Wow.
Oh, man, those softs are playing dividends for Webbsy up into P9. This is a cracker.
Luke got nice and close to Webbsy. I don't think he appreciated that overtake. It looks like the Alfa Romeos are getting a little bit skittish coming out there. They're doing a good job of holding Webbsy off here at the moment. Look at this.
Oh, look at Webbsy. He's got 2 Alfa Romeos in front of him. Oh no, get a little bit wide. Wicked Vicky gets the 3 second. He goes wide on turn number 416 down to the DRS zone. Of course, no DRS for 2 laps after the safety car. So it's going to be this time around where the DRS is enabled.
Yeah. Yep. So Wicked Vicky lets his teammate go, and Webbsy absolutely
around the outside.
Follows Roscoe's line. Squeezes through. A little bit of touch there from Wicked Vicky.
DRS is enabled, but the straight line speed. Webbsy's burning up a storm like a candle in the wind. And around the outside into turn 1. He gets it done though. Down the inside goes the Haas, and there's almost a Haas around as well. That was Luke. Oh my goodness, this is where the scrap's happening.
Here, coming into turn 4 of Luke.
Gets it done. Luke gets a penalty for his troubles. This is where it is all happening, and just Secret's out.
Secret's out.
Casualties. That is that same turn. That is turn 4.
Vicky rode the grind, and Checkered Flag took advantage up into P9. Liquid Jake now on the back of Wicked Vicky. He's lost a few positions in the last lap.
Oh man, this is it. This is where the action seems to be. Webbsy is just on the hunt for that Alfa Romeo of Roscoe Arm, who's got to keep his trade table forward and set in the upright position if he's going to make any sort of inroads. Shawnee, Roscoe is in a McLaren sandwich. It is papaya toast for breakfast for that man. And I'll tell you what, he's going to be sweating. In front, Shawnee, Extinct, Chilpil, Yusuf, and Mercy and KLX all on 7-lap tyres, meds and hards.
Oh, Mercy on the back of KLX in P2. He's going to have a really nice look coming down the home straight here on the back of the Mercedes. Opens up the rear wing.
Yeah, KLX isn't even burning. He's not even worried about it.
Oh,
KLX not
cool
even worried about it.
Tell you.
Oh, 100%. Yep. There's no point in burning because you can just get the guy on the next DRS straight anyway. As the Ferrari of Yusuf on the tail of KLX as well. Extinct is going to be up in the fight too if he can get his move along. Chilpil 2/10 behind Extinct. He's going to be looking for a move now towards turn 4. This is where Secret just went out before. It's a bit of a tricky corner, that one, but you can ride the curves if you like because they're flat, and the double left and then the double right. There's the Tony Hawk corner, which is not great. So on the power, on the hards is Chilpil. He's got not much battery left, but neither does Extinct in front of him. So let's have a look further down the field.
Oh, no.
And Pratham's out too.
Bratham's out. So another casualty. Hopefully not a safety car. It's at the back of the field, so the marshals should sweep that one off, and we can just continue racing here. 19 laps in, Tier 1, Sunday afternoon, round 6 here at Jeddah. We're off to Australia next week, so we're going to follow the F1 calendar, Marty.
Oh, yes, we are.
Back to Australia, mate. Oh, KLX has got Mercy back. So up into P1, they're fighting for this race.
Yusuf's in there too.
And, Yusuf, yep.
Yeah,
Look,
this is where it's going to be.
Yusuf will stick behind. He's got a nice little 2.5 second gap here behind him. Chilpil up into P4 now, so we'll wonder how long that gap might last. We'll keep an eye on it, but I reckon Yusuf, if he can, he'll just watch these two in front of him.
Oh, Chicken Flag. Chicken Flag's had a moment. Turn 27, final turn. Oh, as he ghosted. What is happening there?
Oh, yep. That's what I did. Oh, no.
That is the ghost of Christmas past. I bet that Ferrari of Jerabot just absolutely...
He just went right through him.
He just went straight through him. He was inside, and that's probably where he doesn't want to be, is inside another bloke. So, it is box for Checkered Flag. Oh, man.
Well, there is no ghosting on this game. That's the thing. So, this game decides when you actually go through cars and when you don't. So, it's a bit... Anyway, at their discretion, but I tell you what, Tetris would have liked to have ghosted through me on Friday night when I did the same thing there as Checkered Flag in the wall, getting stuck there, had to reverse. What is it? Turn 27. It's just a terrible corner.
It's not great. Yeah. Man, anyway, we can breathe now. I'll tell you what, Websy is just on the back of Chilpil, who is on the back of Extinct Body coming through turn number 96 at the moment, sector 14.
Oh, Chilpil.
And yep, Chilpil down the inside.
Extinct. This is
look at Websy go. Look at the speed of Websy.
He
up
just
into
takes
P5.
every single opportunity. He won't die wondering, that was just the opportunistic move, just absolutely to perfection there from Websy. Like, Extinct backed off a little bit because following closely to Chilpil, and Websy just went, I'll catch you lunch and I'll have your dinner tomorrow. See you later.
Yeah, man, just up to P4 for Websy on those softs. They are going to be running a little bit rubbish. Probably give it a couple of laps, but they have done a few laps under safety car, I think, as well, as he's going to get swallowed down the inside by Chilpil, which makes sense. That's okay. Still 5 laps to go.
History, Marty. Let me remind you of the history. Last weekend, Chilpil, Websy, they were P1 and P2. There was an appeal by Red Bull on McLaren of Websy. It was a 5-second penalty, as we saw, and Chilpil took the win. So these guys, that's all to play for. The memories of last weekend will be coming back. Who's going to have the spine to get this one over the other? Chilpil, of course, 10-lap-old hards, and Websy on 7-lap-old soft. So it's a fight to the death, mate.
It really, really is. And if we just have a look at can we just appreciate the battery on the KLX Mercedes? It's 75% on exit of turn 15, I think that is. 75%. He barely burns at all. The speed of that thing is just unmatched by anything else. And the cars behind have got DRS, and they're still not even really catching him. So, man, he's got that thing dialed in.
I can tell you, KLX does have the highest ERS of any other car on the grid at the moment. I won't reveal any of the others around him, but interesting stats there.
Yeah, I can tell you it's Toddy and P9 actually, unfortunately, has front wing damage, but he is continuing on. What can you see?
Yep. Well, no, it was just Toddy. Unfortunate with the damage, but they're playing some games. Toddy and Wicked Vicky, absolutely. That's what you see the yellow flag there. Toddy broke, and Wicked Vicky, who's going to get the DRS? I think Toddy played more games than Wicked Vicky.
Oh no, Toddy gets the DRS. He does flick it open. So down the main straight they go. It's going to be the outside of turn 1, but the inside of turn 2. There's a bit of a touch there too. As cheeky, well as they do go side by side, but he
extincts out.
Oh, is that turn 4?
It was turn 4.
That is turn 4 again.
Casualty.
That is the 4th casualty.
We're going to see
in the same place.
There he is.
Yep.
That's Lance Stroll. That's exactly Lance Stroll. So he may have clipped the wall there.
Yep.
And gone in. I think that's where Lance Stroll ended his race. If you haven't seen it, sorry, but.
Yep. Oh, man, it's all to play for. There's only 4 to go, including this one. Sorry, 3. 23. Yes, 4 to go.
What was it? Like 3 laps ago or 4 laps ago, Marty? We were only missing 2 DNFs, so I only had 2 DNFs. We've had 4 in the last probably 5 laps.
Oh.
And it's good that we haven't got another safety car, really, because the guys at the front here are really fighting for it. Looks like Yusuf.
Yep.
Less than a tenth behind Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy's just got such straight line speed that Aston Martin is rapid in a straight line. So he's going to have a look now down towards turn number 1. He's got a great run, but I'll tell you what, Mercy's burning just to stay ahead as well. Mercy down the outside of KLX into 1, so that's okay. He's going to just sort of sit there. This is smart play from KLX. He's going to just tuck in between. It's going to be Yusuf Mercy sandwich for KLX. It's going to be Aston Martin and Ferrari on the outside of him. He's probably going to be okay with it. Those hards are coming into play now. Mercy's meds are going to be going a wee bit garbage, I imagine, but Yusuf is just having a sniff. He just can't seem to get up into that P2 spot. That Ferrari looking good on track, but very slow in a straight line, Broseph.
Yeah, I think he's missing a little bit of straight line speed there, but I don't know. I still think Yusuf's got something up his sleeve. So we've got a few laps to play out here. So these guys at the top 3, nice and tight. They're being very respectful. And Webbsy, of course, on those soft tyres. He's got about a 3-second gap to try and close to the podium, but not sure if he can make it. And we've got Roscoe's out, another DNF. So they are dropping like proverbial flies here in Jeddah. That's unfortunate.
That is turn 4 again, is it not? I think it was. Yeah, it was turn 4 for Roscoe. The marshals have cleared that up though. So yep,
we're at the graveyard a week early, Marty.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. This is just. That's 5. That is 5 at turn 4, which is just not
Mercy.
Great. Yeah, Mercy down the inside.
KLX. Oh wow!
Final turn. This is where the fight is.
Here we go.
As we go on to lap number 24.
Yep. This is where the boys bring home the bacon for their team. So all the nut crunching happens here in the last few laps. So 24, 25, 2 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. It's all to play for. You've got KLX in P1, Mercy, Aston Martin, of course, Tier 2 winner last season, up in P2. This will be his first podium in Tier 1, and that will match Aussie 2K Goats total of podiums as well, which will be quite a talking point between the boys, I'm sure. Yusuf in P3 and Webbsy, he's closed that gap slightly, but I'm not sure it's enough, Marty.
No, it's not. He's gained about 3 tenths in the last lap or so. It's not going to be enough. Unfortunately, Chilpill has dropped back into P5 from Webbsy, about a second and change. Shawnee and the other McLaren is hot on the tail of Chilpill, but on the same age of tyres as well. So speed's not bad for these guys. 335 top speed for Webbsy, I can tell you, and 334 for Mercy, which is why he's staying ahead of Yusuf. Yusuf's top speed is only 325, so he's 9 kilometres an hour slower in a straight line. So that's why, as I was saying earlier, he cannot get the straight line speed to actually make the move on Mercy. So he'll be sitting in and just sitting pretty. I mean, Yusuf's probably going to be happy with the podium, to be honest. If he can just keep the car on the track, get the points for the team, I think he's leading the championship at the moment. So he's leading from. Is he leading from KLX?
From Chilpill.
Oh, from Chilpill.
He's leading from Chilpill, yep, and then Webbsy, Roscoe, then KLX.
Okay, so that's all he'll be worried about, is that he's two spots ahead of sorry, 3 spots ahead of Chilpill. So he's just going to take the points. He knows he's ahead of his rival. So he's... it's unlikely he's going to be silly, but I mean, you never know. He might make a dive. This is the final lap. However, so through turns 84 and 86 or something, in the middle sector of sector 16, down towards turn
7,
13.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It is, actually. This is turn
7,
13.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep.
Into turn 13.
And
Yep.
14,
So
15, 16, 17, 18,
KLX
19, and 20.
Well, this is it. He's got, what, 6/10. So we know ERS and DRS is going to play a major factor coming in to the last couple of, 500 turns. So
Yep.
it really is about who's going to get the better exits out of 22 and 23. So let's see if anyone... Oh, look, KLX is absolutely burning to get a bit of a good distance away here. He may have caught Mercy napping. It's
I think he
7
has.
tenths.
6, 7
I think
tenths
he
almost.
has.
Yusuf's
So
going to have a
Yusuf,
crack.
can he make something of this?
Flashing like an ecstasy-filled nightclub. KLX still got 22 in the pocket on entry of
KLX
27, so that is going to be it. Call us across the line, Broseph.
Yeah, I think KLX is going to get this one done after DNFing last weekend. KLX is going to get the job done. That's P1 across the line in Jeddah for Tier 1. Well done, KLX. He'll be very happy with those points. Mercy, of course, his first podium in Tier 1. P2 for Mercy. Aston Martin. Yusuf, of course, in the Ferrari, extends his championship lead in Tier 1. That's P3. Congratulations. And Webbsy on those soft tyres. He fought back hard. P4 for McLaren, of course, his teammate there as well, P5. So that's a great group of points there for the McLaren boys. Chilpill, last week's winner, of course, after the penalty, P6 there. So 15 laps on those hards. Well done. Luke. Oh, Chilpill's just had a DNF. Okay, it must be a glitch, I'd imagine. He's definitely crossed the line. Anyway, I think it was Luke P7.
know that he has.
Really?
I mean, he must have. Because Chilpill's...
Anyway,
I don't know.
That's all right. We can watch the stream after. But yeah, I thought it
We'll
was
figure it out.
Chilpill in 6, yeah, Luke in 7, Toddy in 8. So good to see Toddy get a bunch of points. I think Jerobot got P9, Liquid Jake P10, Wicked Vicky P12, maybe Checkered Flag. Look, I'm not sure about those final positions there. I'm sure we will find out. But yeah, Marty, that's Jeddah in the books. We saw a fair few DNFs there at the end. Quite a few, actually. Really unfortunate after putting in so many laps here at Jeddah and, just trying to get a bunch of points for your team. But the boys at the front, they had it fairly clean for most of the race. I think it was Shawnee and Toddy maybe fall off the pace a bit earlier. Toddy was really quick early. Had a little moment there, but fought back hard, finished inside the top 10. So, first finish inside the top 10 there for Toddy. He'll be happy, but... Yeah, of course, the race went to KLX. It's exactly what he needed after last week. And sitting in P5 overall, really needed that. So it'll be good to talk with him. Of course, we'll get them to jump in. We'll have a talk to Mercy as well. Yusuf, good to hear his thoughts. Keeping Webbsy back in P4, I'm sure he'll be happy with that. But, driver of the day so far. Have you got any thoughts, mate?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, is it biased to say Webbsy? I think that was a fantastic showing from him, being all the way at the back there and jumping on the soft, and he just absolutely carved his way through the field. I mean, he started on 3rd and finished 4th, admittedly, yes, but by crikey, I tell you what though, have a look at Jerobot there. I'm just going to whip through these results just for the stream. So Jerobot actually finished in P8, up from P16 to P8. I mean...
look, Jerobot, no doubt about it. That is fantastic. I think he took a lot of advantage from the cars DNFing around him and some safety cars. I'm not taking anything away from Jerobot finishing inside the top 10, but Mercy from P11 to P2 in a Tier 1 field, fighting with all the boys. I'm probably leaning towards Mercy at this point for my driver of the day. Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, all right. We can go with that. Aston Martin and Mercy. That's such a banger. And what a crack of a race, man. That was so many goddamn safety cars again. Can't believe it, but it is what it is. So I guess we'll get the boys in here and hear their thoughts.
Yeah, that's right. As I said, Marty, centimetre perfect or millimetre perfect really around Jeddah. You have to be. There's just any margin of error and, you're not getting away with was a couple of boys lose their wing, but more often than not, it was DNF, DNF, DNF. And if you're pushing a little gap and the boys don't see you, you're just going to get squeezed into a wall, and there's tyres rolling everywhere and carnage. And if you can get away with not getting any damage, chances are you're going to finish with some good points. Let's get these interviews underway. It looks like we do have Mercy in here. So, Mercy, you legend. That's their first podium in Tier 1 for Aston Martin, after, of course, collecting the championship in Tier 2 last season. P11, I believe you started this race, so maybe not the best qualifying that you were after. We saw it looked like you were getting a bit of a tow from Liquid Jake there, and not a great quality run. It looks like you maybe went red. I can't think of the word at the moment, but you did bounce back, and to finish P2, I'm sure Wayno is over the moon at the moment. Just run us through some of that race for you, mate.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it a tow from Jake. I'd call it a block, but obviously I'm not going to report it. Yeah, then that last lap, I obviously pushed a bit more, clipped that inside wall, and wheel came straight off, but had a good race and a couple of nice safety cars to bring it back, so yeah, that was good.
Nice. Good race. Obviously, the Tier 2 champion last season, Mercy. I had nothing on you. How does it feel to be up there fighting with the big boys?
Yeah, it's good. Not went up in at every track, because this is one of my better ones and my favourites, so it's nice to be up there with KLX and Yusuf. I don't know how many laps we were battling for, but all the way to the end, and yeah, it was always good to battle those guys that keep it clean, know how to race, and yeah.
Nice. Excellent. All right, we might leave it there, Mercy. Good on you, bro. That's a fantastic race for Aston Martin. So next week, how do you feel about Australia, mate? Australia.
Well, I haven't done too many races there, but another track that very important to have some straight line speed is just to probably DRS train for
100%.
the whole circuit with all those zones. So I think Yusuf might need to drop his wings a bit next race.
Yeah. See, he was struggling to keep up with you, on the straights. I don't even think you were burning, but he was, and he still wasn't catching you with DRS and burning. So I don't know what wings he was running, but he just couldn't get you.
One of the things I was going to say about Mercy was the straight line speed, because there were many times there where it looked like KLX and Yusuf were lining up to get the move done on you there, but down that the home straight into turn 1, Mercy, it just looked like you had just superior straight line speed. Was that the plan today?
Yeah, I think it was like 30-20, so reasonably low for Jeddah, but I think obviously those first laps I was on the meds, so they're going to be better grip, better exits, and just trying to. Well, I knew Yusuf had the downforce, so I needed to pass him, otherwise he'd just fly away from us in the first part of the second sector. So if I was in front of him, he would be behind, and then from there it was just trying to work with KLX because we both had the straight line speed over him.
Yep. Well, either way, man, tremendous performance to get your first podium there in Tier 1, and you can match that with Aussie 2K Goat now after not so many races there. So, yep, outstanding performance, mate. Congratulations, and we'll see you next weekend. Oh, he is at the moment, isn't he? Jesus. Yeah. All right. Shout out, Mercy. Well done, man. We'll see you next weekend.
KLX and Yusuf, great race. Cheers, guys.
Beautiful. All right, we do have KLX in here, Marty. We haven't seen Yusuf yet, so we'll go on with the race winner. KLX, of course, you really needed some good points tonight, and you really did execute that perfectly. It looked like you were as cold as balls out there, mate. Really good. After DNFing last weekend, of course, caught up with Websy. And, just to get those points tonight for the team, obviously with your team principal DNFing really early on, the pressure was probably mounted even more than it was. So how did it feel executing that and getting all those points and the victory for yourself and the team today?
Yeah, last week was an absolute shocker. I got pole led every lap, but then just bottled it really. So had to have a big result tonight, and this couldn't have gone better, to be honest, with pole and just being up the front 2 positions the whole race practically. That really helped. Obviously with Aussie DNFing, I knew I kind of had to win to bring in the points for Mercedes. especially we're trying to get that overall as well. So, no, it was really important to get that win. So that's mega. I mean, there were some real good battles out there as well. So yeah.
Nah, yeah, as you said, team principal. He was the winner last season of Williams for the overall championship, so I know it does mean quite a deal to him. And Mercedes were up there in the first few rounds, really throwing their weight around, but last weekend really hurt with, I think it was 4 DNFs around Singapore out of your 6 drivers. So, yep, credit to you, KLX, for pulling out that win. Mercedes really needed it. Marty, anything you want to add before we get out of here and we head to Australia for round 7?
Oh no, just you were the Iceman out there, bro. We looked at you at one point, and you were on about 75% battery. The rest of the field was less than 50. You must have been running low wings, or what? What was your setup?
Yeah, I think I had something like 28-20 wings. So I was going for that low downforce. Obviously, for the straight here, you've got to strike the balance. So that first sector is just so many corners. If your setup is too low in downforce, it's really painful. I've had it one race. I just went too low in Jeddah, and mate, it was the most painful race I've ever had through that first sector.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yusuf had that high downforce setup, so the strategy really was to make sure that he was never ahead of me in the first sector ever, because he was pulling
Yeah.
away probably 4
Yeah.
tenths, 5 tenths there
Yeah.
easily in the first sector, and obviously you need to stick with them the whole lap to get that DRS towards the end. So that was the strategy, and I was fortunate to have other battles with people, so he kind of stayed behind. But that straight line speed came in real handy, especially towards the end of the race with
Oh,
saving
absolutely.
DRS.
Yeah, once tyres start going off, and there's no point in having high downforce in the first sector if your tyres are garbage, so you might as well use the straight line speed and make the most of that. So now, well done, KLX. It was good to watch, man. The battle up the front, bro. It was on. Webbsy was coming for you. I'll tell you what, he was underway. That McLaren was absolutely on rails. So good race, bro. We'll carry on. I think we've just had Yusuf join the party. So well done, KLX, on the win, and we'll see you next week at Aussie.
Yeah, cheers, lads. Have a good night. Yeah.
You too, mate. Thanks, KLX. All right, Yusuf in the Rapid Ferrari as ever. Pretty conservative, I reckon. Just playing it safe. I've thought the last couple of laps there, obviously sitting pretty in position 3, not really feeling the heat from Webbsy, trying to come home quickly on those softs, but just couldn't get the life out of them at the end. Yusuf battling with boys at the top pretty much all race long, mate. Consolidating on your lead in Tier 1 overall. Happy to get away with the podium in P3 today, mate?
Yeah, for sure. That was much more than I was expecting, honestly. Didn't have much practice coming into this race, but main goal was obviously to stay consistent, and I think it's Chilpil closest to me in the championship, so my goal was just to outscore him, and as soon as Webbsy and Chilpil crashed, I had a bit of a grin on my face, and I knew that was my chance, to chuck it in 8th gear and walk away, but a few safety cars came out, which is a bit disappointing. Played into Mercy's hand, but I'm quite happy with P3, honestly.
Yeah, obviously, and yeah, well done, mate. And losing your teammate before the race never helps. But Jerobot from Tier 3, you've got to say, did a pretty good performance, finishing P8, it looks like. So getting a good group of points for the boys there. Team principal Jesse, I'm sure, is pretty happy with your season so far. Can you give us a bit of insight into the team chats at Ferrari?
Oh yeah, extremely happy. Shout out to Jerobot. That's unbelievable drive from him. And coming into Tier 1, he was like, might as well, and filled in some big shoes and brought it home.
Yeah, great job there. All right, Yusuf, we might leave it there, mate, but I just will ask you before we head off, how do you feel about Australia? That'll be our round 7 destination. How do you feel about that track?
It's a bit of equal, honestly. I've done a few races there and felt alright, so I'm looking forward to it. New experience, and yeah.
All right, sounds good, Yusuf. Well, congratulations on your P3. Of course, Ferrari driver leading the Tier 1 championships here at Inters Racing League, so another fantastic performance there. Consistent as ever. Marty, that's going to wrap up Jeddah here, round 6, so we look forward to Friday night, 8 p.m, Tier 3, heading back home. What are your thoughts about heading back to Oz, mate?
Or, I don't know. With the newly profiled track, man, with that big DRS in the middle, heading down towards Graveyard, it's going to be a banger. And I think it was
It's
at
fun.
Mercy, whoever just said that straight line speed's going to really matter. They're not wrong. It's almost the same kind of track in a funny little way. There's some low speed corners, but there is that massive big straight. Certainly coming through Graveyard, you're going to need the top speed. But you also need the high down. I know a lot of guys actually drive high downforce around Australia and just sacrifice that speed to get the turn in on the lower speed corners. So, man, I can't wait. But that is round 6 in the bag. Yeah. What are your final thoughts?
Looking forward to it. Oh, final thoughts. Just pretty glad to have Singapore and Jeddah in the books. They're fun. I do enjoy the tracks, but more often than not, it's just there's a bit too much carnage going on. But I thought overall it was a very successful weekend at Jeddah. Really happy with that one. Good to see KLX back on top, of course. And Marty, we roll on, as we said, round 7 next weekend, Australia, and just your final thoughts and lead us out of here, mate.
Yeah. Well, that was a race that happened. Is all I can really say. It was a bang. It was 2,700 million corners and about 16,000 sectors of anger and walls and safety cars, and it was just a typical evening in Jeddah. So same as ever, I have been Marty B in the hot seat with Broseph Coop up here in Sky Race Control, and we will see you in 7 days on Sunday for round 7 at Australia. Peace.